Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Lord Z TV, and I am the one and only Lord Z. How have you been? What's going on? It's been a while. Uh, we're at the end of the year right now, so it's Merry Christmas in advance, compliments of the season, and all that good stuff. What's been going on with you? It's been a while. I have made a video, and there's a reason for that. But before we get into it, if you're a first-time viewer, please subscribe to the channel, like, leave a comment, and share if you feel like it. If you're a returning viewer, thank you. I appreciate you, and let's get into it. I know some of you are wondering why I've got my dark shades on and I'm indoors. The reason is I do not want you all to see my eyes today because I just might cry due to the subject matter of this video, and you understand as time goes on. Before we get into that, I would like to apologize to everybody because when I first started my channel, I promised to put videos out every other day of the week, once every often. I'll put stuff out just to keep the channel going. And I failed in that aspect, and I make no excuse about it, but something happened and really just pushed me off my balance, so to say. And that's why I'm wearing this dark shades on, because I'm actually in a very sad mood. Recently, I suffered a loss, and it really threw me off my game for a long time. I haven't been this sad in a very long time, and some of you might not get it, especially those who are not dog people. But if you're a dog person, you understand why I'm so anguished. I lost my dog, Xena, um, sometime in the year, and it's really been hard for me because she was um, she was the most amazing dog in the world, and I loved her dearly. And she was a source of joy to me, and I really it's really hard because when you have a dog and you have a connection to your dog, it's a very hard bond to break, and it's just been really hard. It's even more painful because I kept saying I was going to make a video with Xena for a while. I kept saying, yeah, let me bring her on the channel and maybe show one or two tricks she can do, introduce the world to my very well behaved, beautiful dog. But as fate will have it, she succumbed to some sicknesses and gave up the ghost. And I haven't really been much of myself since then. But I'm trying to walk through the grief and just move on with life and keep doing what I do. So that's my reason for the long absence. I apologize, and also reason for my dark shades because I'm still a bit emotional about it, but life goes on. So I'd like to talk about Xena today because she's the reason for this video and she's the point of this video. So let's talk about Xena. So without further ado, I would like to introduce you to my dearly beloved dog, King Xena Christoph I, also known as Xena. So Xena and I had a very what's the word now? We had a very close relationship. We had an imprint moment, so to say. So it started when I first got her. She was, I think, a month plus. She was really young. So when I got her from the the dog breeder, I took her to my friend Sheila. Sheila is she's the CEO of House of Paws. She's into dogs as well. She has like 4 dogs, so she's like my dog mommy and whatnot. So my dog partner, so to say. So I took her to Sheila's place, and I told Sheila to give her a bath because I didn't like the smell. She's been with other dogs and she was kind of coming off with some smell, so I wanted to wash that off her. So Sheila took Xena, gave her a bath, and when she brought her back to the car, I put her on the passenger side, some of the AC, and I shut the doors. So I'm driving and I'm watching this dog sleep. She's taking this long breath, like she's laboring to breathe, and I'm watching her closely, like what's going on. And suddenly, she takes a deep breath and just stops. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, what's really going on? And like is this dog about to die right after I buy it? And so I'm like, what's going on? So I pull over to the side and I start to call her, like I'm calling her Zina. Obviously, she doesn't know her name because she's still a pup. But I'm calling out to her and she's not responding. So I grab her by her front leg, her front paw, I think, her front limb, yeah. So I grab it and I give it a tug and I call her, no response. And I tug it again, no response. And the third time I give it a good strong tug, like I yank this arm. And when I yank it, she does a and she comes through again. Then she looks at me with this really, really like dreamy, sad eyes. I'm like, what the hell? So I pick up this dog and I open up my shirt and I put her in my shirt and I button the shirt. And I've got all my windows wound up, the AC's off. So I'm driving slowly. I'm driving slowly while this dog is she's just here in my face and she's looking at me, looking in my face, staring at me. And we're driving and people are looking at in the car like, what's this? What's this? What's going on? So I drive her back home and then when we get to the house, I put her in this cardboard cotton cutout with some paddings, wrappers and stuff. So she takes a nap, like an hour nap. And I'm worried all the while I'm watching her. Like, is she still with us? She's still breathing. I was watching her every second of the way, and then after a while, I start to hear her breathing normally, so I just chill. Then she wakes up and she comes out of the carton and she's like giving us this funny look like, who are these people? And it's really funny. But after that, she becomes like, she starts to move around, sniff, sniff, play around, see people, and then she slowly gets into the groove. She starts to, get active, run around the compound and mingle and everything. So from that point on, Zena became a part of my family. She became my baby. She became my friend. Raising her it wasn't difficult. She was quite intelligent. She was smart, and she picked up things, instructions, and she went through the normal phases: biting, scratching, tearing, peeing, pooing. I had to potty train her, which happened quicker than I thought. She was very had a very healthy appetite. She ate fully. She's a big dog. She's oh yeah. Before I forget, Zena's name. Zena was she was a half Boer bull, half Rottweiler. So you see why she was an intense creature. She had so much uh, punch to her personality, which is why in her early days, I took her out a lot. I made her meet my people, my friends. I was going to the market. I'd grab her with me, put her on the car. She was seeing stuff. I had to socialize her early because her parenthood, uh, if left unchecked, she would be a very hostile dog, and I didn't want a hostile dog. Most people just have dogs and think it's cool to let them be, but no, your dog breed. You have to understand that dogs and their breeds have various temperaments. Zena's breed was more, her Rottweiler side was more aggressive and security conscious. So she'd be prone to protect more. So I had to socialize her early enough to know there's more people out there. So I had friends in the area, so I took her around. They met, touch, sniff, sniff. She got pretty into other people, and that was it. And she grew to be very, very amiable, friendly. She had a nice sense of humor. I was proud of Zena because she grew to be a beautiful big dog. When I take her for walks, people always um, try to call her attention, talk to her. They ask me, is she mean? Can they pat her? And I'm like, no, she's cool. She's not mean. I told her to sit down. People touch her, and then she had quite some fans in the area. So she sorry. So I had to move out of the house at some point, and my new apartment didn't allow dogs, so I left Zena at the family house with my mom. So she was mostly at my mom's. They spent the most, sorry, mostly at my mom's beck and call. So I came around once in a while, just to come check up on them, see what's going on, and take her for walks and groom her, take her to the vets, buy her food, medication, convenience, hygiene. I did all that, so I was coming once a while to looking at her. So she was doing pretty okay until I took her for crossing, which looking at it now, I think was a bad idea because due to my unavailability, I didn't cross her on time because I didn't want to leave my mom with a bunch of puppies. It'd be overwhelming for her. So I didn't cross her on time. So she was, I think, about 7 years old when I took her for a crossing. And by the time I came back from the crossing, she started behaving a little weird. She was quiet. She wasn't her normal active self. She wasn't eating much. And I called the guy where I groomed her, and he said it's normal after a crossing, the dog might get into antisocial and whatnot. I said, okay, fine, let that be as it is. As time went on, I got really busy, and she kept getting worse. She wasn't eating, and it got to a point where she just wasn't herself anymore. She had lost so much weight. She was stooling, and she was throwing up. And this is weird because Zina hardly felt sick. She was the strongest dog I know. She never ever felt sick, like for no reason. She was fully healthy. So I was having a rough time, and I think Zina had the worst of it because she got really bad to the point where I had to make a decision to euthanize her because we had seen lots of doctors. They had come, tests, medication, injections, what have you. She'd been through a lot. She wasn't eating. She was throwing up. It got to a point where she couldn't even like stand. She would eat, pee, and poo in the same spot, and it was really, really bad. So when I finally decided to let her go, it was a very dark day. When the vet came to take her, I was so distraught, and my mother called me in the evening to say they had taken Zena. I cried for like 3 hours. I went to the car and I just cried for 3 hours. I couldn't believe I had done that. So I felt like I had disappointed her, like I let her down. I failed her. I failed to keep her safe. I failed to keep her healthy, and I gave the go ahead to end her life. So I felt really bad, like really, really bad. And I know some people might think I'm overreacting, but if you've never been a dog person, if you never loved a dog, if you never owned a dog or gotten connected to a dog, you wouldn't know how I'm feeling. But I think other dog lovers know what I'm talking about because I felt like, I'd lost someone very special. Because the truth is this, once you get a dog, she becomes a member of your family. She's not just a pet. She is a part of the family by extension. So I really felt bad. My mom was crying, I was crying, and I didn't even want to see her her body. I just blanked the whole thing out. So it really took a toll on me, and I've been trying to, get myself together. So I decided to make this video for her as a tribute to Xena. Um, Xena, well, I'll never forget Xena. At some point, I'll probably get another dog or dogs, as the case may be, but I will never forget Xena because she was simply amazing. And I just wanted to say, if you're a dog person, please take care of your dogs. Don't neglect them. Just do your best for them because dogs are really man's best friend. Like you would know if you were a dog person. Sorry. Yeah, I'm getting all of my feelings, but doing this video as like it's like a healing process for me, trying to get back into my swing of things. So I took some time off doing videos, and I also had to make some time to write my book. So I'm almost done with that. So I'm healing and working through it. So I will try to do more videos, put more content out of the channel. Sorry if I seem a little frazzled today. I'm just trying to, you know, get back into the swing of things. So thank you so much for hearing my little um, tale, so to say. Yeah, my little tale. Xena had a little tale too, you know. Yeah. Uh, so thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. I don't take it for granted. I will keep doing my best to put out more content, and hopefully we can entertain and teach each other as we grow together. Feel free to like this video, subscribe, drop a comment. You know, if you have any experiences, how you got over your dog's passing, or how you walk through the pain, or how you suggest people, you know, heal from losing their dogs. Please drop a comment. You could be helping somebody else, because I know, I know somebody who lost the dog, and the whole family had a burial for the dog. They got a priest to do a requiem mass for their dog. Is that serious? So if you have any experience on how to get past a mourn or dog loss, please drop a comment in the section. Let's grow together. This is Lord Z TV, and I will see you at the next video. Peace and love. Cheers.